Welcome back to If Just for Today. Well, this is the last of our If Just for Todays. And today's If Just for Today, let me say what I mean what I say, and let me say it with kindness and love. As all of the If Just for Todays, they're all hyperlinked one way or another. And I know I couldn't get to this last part until I was able to get through the earlier If Just for Todays. And I couldn't get to those if it wasn't for my relationship to God. And I'm so grateful for that relationship. I'm so grateful for the things I keep learning and that I want to share with others as it has been shared with me. The miracles that we are blessed with are, and that we many times don't see. I know in my own case, I surely did not see all the miracles when they were happening because I was too busy driving the car in the rearview mirror. And that's not a very good way to drive a car. Well, first thing, you're definitely going to have an accident because you're not seeing forward. Um, and with that, it is for me, understanding if I'm looking and living in the past, I'm closed off from receiving the future. I'm closed off from receiving the gifts that I truly believe God wants to share with all of us, but we have to want. Um, I like to say, for me, I want to be searching. Uh, I have to be looking for God. And if I'm looking, God will be in my life. And how does that connect to say what you mean what you say? You know, in the past, I would say things to make people happy, make them feel comfortable. Well, I still want to say things to make people feel comfortable, but I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say things I don't mean. And if I have nothing good to say, then I'm going to say nothing. Um, but I have to tell you, even in the worst of situations and dealing with some of the most difficult of people, I can find some good in there. And I will try to grab onto that. I will try to share that with them because I have found if I can find that little gem of good and acknowledge that, um, people that are normally very closed open up very quickly. It's like having the key to the lock, and the key is kindness and also truth. I think truth is important, and this is a process that, for me, this is my 8-year anniversary of since I crawled into the program, and today I like to say I crawled in through the basement. Um, I'm very grateful that I feel that I, in my spiritual, I'm sitting in a very beautiful high rise as I continue to climb the stairwell to my higher power, and that to me is God. Um, and I know everyone who chooses, who seeks, and truly seeks, is capable of finding the serenity. I'm not going to say life is not difficult. Life is definitely difficult. But as I've said in previous videos, do you want to fall backwards or do you want to fall forwards? No, I just had this situation in a physical form with myself. I have a German Shepherd, and she doesn't like other dogs very well. And I was at a concert, and she's a big girl, and I was at a concert, and I was sitting in a chair, and I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at my cell phone, and she saw another dog behind me and went to run, and I had her leash wrapped around me. Well, that whipped me backwards, falling right on my neck. By the grace of God, I didn't break my neck. But as with so many things in life, it was a learning experience. It showed me how little control I have when I fall backwards. It also showed me how many more options I have if I choose to fall forwards. Now, sometimes we don't have that choice, but most times we do. And that goes on the other plane of say what you mean what you say, and saying it with kindness and love. Because I have control over how I'm going to act. I have control how over I'm going to react, even though at times um, that feels fleeting. And what do I mean by that? When I first started the program, if you said something I didn't like, instantly I had a rebuttal. And sometimes those rebuttals were not nice, they weren't congruent, and they surely were not kind. Today, I try to pause before I open my mouth. And as I love the saying my first sponsor said to me, God graced us with 2 ears, 2 eyes, and 2 nostrils because he wants us to take in everything. But he only gave us one mouth. And he only gave us one mouth for a reason. because two mouths could be too much. In my case, one mouth could be too much. And that's why I'm so grateful for learning how to implement these if just for today's into my life, and why it was so important for me to want to share these with all of you. And I truly pray and hope that this brings others comfort and helps them find their own serenity in their own way, in their own journey. Nothing I am saying here is what you should do. What I am saying in all these videos, I hope you'll take what you like and store the rest and work at wanting to apply them. Because I truly believe if you do, you'll find your life to find a lot more serenity. Well, I'll probably do one more video, which will be the closing video of the If Just for Today's, but for all intents and purposes, the If Just for Today's is today. It's over and starts a new day. Again, thank you so much for watching these. If you like these videos, I humbly ask you to subscribe and hit the like button. But so, so important to me, a gift to me would be to share them with others. And again, I thank you all. Have a wonderful day.